The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, to my left, we got a man that really needs no introduction, for he is known the world over. It's the one, it's the only, it's Pops.
Yeah, let's go ahead and eat up and chop up some boxing food. Let's eat and let's talk some boxing. Welcome to Untouchable True Sports.
That being said, okay, so about a month ago or so, we had just a mega fight, a mega event at the Guitar Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. Trevor Bryan beat Bermane Stiverne to capture a version of the WBA heavyweight title, so he is in the heavyweight picture. He stops Stiverne in the 11th round. You know, good performance for him, considering when we consider the layout, all the things he's been through with Don King and not being able to get fights, and he's had his coach Jamel Edey, a dear friend of ours, passed away, so that weighed a lot on him. Trevor Bryan has been going through a lot in the time between the BJ Flores fight and the Bermane Stiverne fight, and he came into the ring a bit, he was out of shape, had a gut, call a spade a spade, he had a gut. But what do you expect from a guy who has a fought for so long? What did you expect him to look like Thor or Zeus? The guy had the body of a guy who hadn't fought in 2.5 years. But all things considered, he fought well, he jabbed well, and eventually he got a stoppage against Stiverne, which is, Deontay Wilder didn't even stop Stiverne the first time he fought him. He had to fight him another time to stop him. Wow. So good performance from Trevor Bryan. Since then, he's came out and he's made his intentions very clear. And listen, what he said in this article that I have here on Boxing Scene isn't any different from what he said to me the last however long I've known him.
Right.
But he said the following, I quote, "I'm the only heavyweight champion in America right now. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm back in the gym. I'm ready for Tyson Fury. I'm ready for Anthony Joshua. Bring them on." So Pops, now look, obviously the cynics out there, the people, the dream killers as we call them,
Right.
they want to just shit on Trevor Bryan. They want to say that he's not ready for those guys, which, on paper we look at him, he's best win is, an old Stiverne. What do you think? What do you think about Trevor Bryan at least showing that ambition, showing that he wants to fight someone?
I think for the last 2 years, or longer than that we were going to Stacey McKinley's gym and seeing Trevor. He's putting his time. He's putting his work. Despite all the politics and all this bullshit, he's back and forth with Char and this and that, he's actually been focused. So I think he put that belt on his waist. Whether we disagree if he's in the best shape or not, whether we disagree if he's really ready to contend for the heavyweight champion, as a boxer and as a fighter, and now with the belt around that waist, that's the mentality you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have that mentality, whether you want to fight the best. You've been sitting back, getting fucked over with the politics in boxing, so he's entitled to how he feels. You gotta think, the guy's angry, you know what I mean? He's happy, but he's angry at the same time. He's been wanting to get these fights for the longest time, and now he has an opportunity. He's got the belt around him, and kudos to him. I'm not hating on him for that. I think you say what you want. I don't care what anybody says. You sit back for fucking 3 years and wait with all the politics and everything, and every time someone comes up with this Emmanuel bullshit, it was always something back and forth. He finally got the opportunity, and he took advantage of it. Yeah, he fought an old Stiverne. We know what Wilder did the second time to Stiverne. But
He didn't do it the first time.
He didn't do it the first time, and so you got to put some type of be reasonable and reason and see and be realistic and see what this guy had to go through, and don't judge him unless you walk his feet. Unless you walk his footsteps. And so what I'm getting at is, I totally agree with him. That's the mentality you're supposed to have. Whether I agree, whether I think you're gonna beat any of those, I don't know. I honestly, I don't think so right now, but sparring in the gym and doing weights or doing whatever is not the same as getting into real fighting mode, and he didn't have it for a while. So for me, it was good, and I'd like him to move forward and get that opportunity he wants.
Yeah, man. Like, look, with Trevor Bryan, right? Like, a lot of people are just not finding out who the hell he is because he's been that much off the radar these last couple of years. But for me personally, like, look, I wouldn't want to see him right away fight a Bryan or a Joshua or Fury. I like to see him ease his way up that level. Maybe fight like personally for me, I want to see him fight the winner of the Brazil versus All-in fight. Yeah. That would be an ideal step up for me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Taking the steps up. I'm not saying that, like you say, like go up there and fight these top contenders, been up there. But I think that's what I'm saying is mental mentality. That's what it should be anyway. To fight
Well, he's always been that way. If you go back,
Right.
listen, you don't gotta take my word for it. You guys got YouTube. You guys got fingers that work. Go on the channel. Go on the search bar. Type in Trevor Bryan and go pull up any interview from 2015. 2018,
Right.
anytime I've ever interviewed Trevor Bryan, his energy has always been the same. He said that first thing he said when I interviewed him, he said, "Look, I want to fight the top guys. I want to be a guy with a name. I want to beat these guys with a name. I want to show the world that I'm a diamond in the rough." Because he's always had that confidence and that swagger about him that he was a diamond in the rough. And we're just I'm just a messenger, so don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling y'all who he is and what I've experienced covering him over all these years in boxing.
So I do agree with what you're saying. Taking those baby steps or steps to move up gradually to get to where they're at. That's what he needs anyways. He needs to get, like right now he wins this belt. He can't sleep on this belt and wait a year now from now. He's got to get back actively and fight. I don't know who's going to fight next, but he needs to get back.
Maybe he fights Char because that's still looming.
Right.
The Char
Clear that
situation.
out the way.
Maybe he fights a Char. Maybe he fights a guy like a Brazil, or maybe he fights a Jerome Miller because I know Jerome Miller's been training and stuff. There's options out there for him. There's Otto Wallin or Brazil, whoever wins that fight. There's options out there for him. So listen, I wish Trevor nothing but the best. I know we joke around and we call Jared Anderson the last American heavyweight hope, but we might need to change his name no more because he's no longer the last. He's no longer the last American heavyweight hope.
That's right.
He's just an American heavyweight hope because now Trevor Bryan's in the picture.
We got the dream that keeps on dreaming for getting better and better and fighting the top fighters in the heavyweight division. Congratulations to you, Trevor the Dream Bryan. Keep that mentality. Keep focused. And
don't let the haters don't let the haters get to you, Trevor.
That's right.
True School Sport got your back.
Don't hate, just appreciate.
Yeah, but
at least they're doing something.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, what do you guys think about Trevor Bryan wanting to fight these top guys? Let me know in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm Jessica from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.